Okay, so we're going to hand you over now to our third speaker. Javier is going to speak next, and the title of his talk will be of interest to most of the people in this room. It is Emerging Mobile Technologies for English Learning. Okay, when he's set up, he will begin.
Well, thank you for coming. I'm going to talk about alternative ways of learning English using devices like this. To start with, we'll see how fast mobile industry is growing and how it has changed not only the way we communicate, but also the way we behave. Then we'll see what mobile learning is and how we take advantage of it for enhancing our English level. And then I will show you some apps that may be very useful, which are Duolingo, Foxy, and Speaking Pal English Tutor. So let's get started. Where there was a time where the most interesting thing you can do with your device is to download a ringtone. Now time has changed, luckily, and smartphones are now omnipresent. My parents, for example, belong to a generation previous the technological boom, but now they claim 2 laptops, 1 PC, 1 tablet, etc., etc. So it's true to say that our smartphones are now indispensable. What I'd like to show you is how this adoption of technology has grown in Europe in the last 4 days. Now we see that, well, it's 1 year later, in 2013, but the majority of users has a smartphone. So that's huge. And even in Spain is much more. I think it's about 60%. So what we got here is a breeding ground for companies and developers to design their own apps, and as a result, users can take advantage of it for their purposes. So why not for learning? Here where? Sorry. Another point to bear in mind, and 2 facts that really amaze me, is that the 72% have used their smartphones every day in the past 7 days, and the 71 don't leave home without their device. So that's awesome, I think. So speaking about mobile learning, well, the idea is simple. Mobile learning is the ability to obtain educational content using your pocket device. It has so many advantages. You can learn anywhere at any time. It makes good use of that time. It might happen when you are traveling, when you are before a meeting, or even instead of procrastinating with no fixed objective like Facebook, Twitter. It's a good choice. It fits many different learning styles. We have reading, we have dictation, podcast, interaction with social networks are all means for that. And it improves social learning, that communicating with peers and other experts using knowledge forums are ways to enhance the quality of learning. And one interesting thing is that follows the philosophy learning by doing, or learning through play, because you are not really aware that you are learning. So that's good. So we have thousands of apps. You see, we all have a smartphone and see that all the market. So I decided to choose 3 of them, who covers different learning styles: reading, dictation, and speaking. So let's see the first. Our first app is called Duolingo. You should probably hear about it because it's in the top charts of the Apple Store and Google Play for Android and iPhone devices. And the idea is simple. It's oriented like a game that you can pass through levels. You have lives, you lose them, so it's cool. and also it offers a lot of collaborative forums. It has extensive writing lessons and dictation, and one important thing is that it's completely free. Let's say it's important because it's hard to find a complete app entirely free. We see later that the rest of the apps are not free. And of course, it's a fun learning game. As I said before, you are not aware that you're really learning or enhancing your language. So let's see a video how it works.
Everybody agrees, Duolingo is a great way to learn a language. It's addictive because languages are split into bite-sized skills that feel like games. You lose a life when you get something wrong, and you earn points when you complete a lesson. Duolingo teaches you to read, write, listen, and speak, and it's extremely effective. In fact, an independent study found that 34 hours on Duolingo are equal to a whole university semester. A semester of knowledge that you can fit into your breaks, commutes, and moments spent waiting in line. Duolingo is completely free. No annoying ads, no misleading in-app purchases, no subscription fees. Language free at last.
Well, I've seen teachers laughing. The study is true, but the thing is that it didn't measure speaking skills, and also the majority of students drop out, I think, in less than 2 hours of the study, so it's not as good as they said. But still, I think that it's a good learning tool. I've been testing for a few weeks, and I hope that you try it and judge it for yourself. So our next app is called Voxy. What's Voxy? Well, mainly the idea of Voxy is integrate those kinds of news that you read and consume on your daily routines, and then quizzes on you based on vocabulary, based on different tasks. And then it's also a gamified game. See that you see there the news, and then the words you know, the words that you don't know. So it's a way learn through real news. So it's a good thing. One of the main cons is that it's not free. You see, you can only access to a 7 days trial period, and after that you should pay 15 euros per month, I guess. So, well, you should try, and if you like it, buy it. I think it's instead. I think even if it's not free, I think it's quite effective. Let's see in action. Oh, here. Well, maybe. Sorry. But the video didn't work.
Hi, welcome to Voxy, the innovative way to take your English to the next level. We combine smart technology, certified tutors, real-world content, and years of science for you to unlock all your English potential. Here's how we do it. We'll build you a custom course based on your goals, topics you're interested in learning about, and your current proficiency level. Your course consists of units that reflect your goals and interests. Each unit contains a series of lessons that use real dynamic content from daily life to create fun, game-like activities. These activities teach you the English you want to know and will test what you've learned at the end. As you interact with this content, you build your key language skills. You retain more and improve faster when you learn from material that's actually relevant to your life. Check the progress you're making by visiting your profile anytime. Another key ingredient in your Voxy course is one-on-one sessions with a certified English tutor that you choose. Our tutors are available whenever you are to enhance your learning experience. Focus your session on any topic and get detailed feedback when you're done. Want to know you're improving? We've got you covered. Every few months, take the Voxy Proficiency Assessment to test your level and see your improvement in each skill and overall. On the go, you can access your Voxy course wherever you are and practice with activities that are built for any device.
Thank you, Sarah. Well, you see that it also includes interaction with video tutors. Now they are always keen to help you. And as I said before, I think it's worthwhile spend some time digging into it, even if it's not free. So our last app is called Speaking Pal. Speaking Pal English Tutors in title. I decided to choose this app because it really helps to enhance your speaking skills. The idea is quite simple. The user talks in English with a character actor, and then the speech recognition technology gives you feedback on every sentence or word that you said. Then you compare with the recorded word and say what you said wrong or whatever. The main reason that I choose this app, even it's 20%, even it is not entirely free, is that allows you to interact with a person. It allows to try to interact with a person. So, well, the download is free, but you can only have access to 20% of the app. Then it's built with a system called in-app purchases that allows you to buy more levels, more practice games, and wherever you want. Let's see how this tutor answers you. Well, one thing not working. We'll try the file.
At the top of the screen, you can see the lesson flow. First, select a unit. Here, a preview of an example dialogue.
Why do you want to work for our company?
I heard that your company is a very good place to work.
And the dialogue goes on. Now you can practice speaking in a dialogue or practice separate sentences. Let's practice speaking in a dialogue.
Why do you want to work for our company?
Well, there's a lot of opportunity to grow here.
What skills would you like to develop?
I really want to get into research. A review screen shows how well I have said all of the words and sentences. You can practice each sentence separately. Listen to a native speaker, compare it to your original recording, and retry saying the sentence to improve your score.
Well, as you see, our lessons are based on different interests, like business, travel, etc. And it aims to provide a natural speaking experience. It's pretty much accurate, but I think that you are home and you try, it's really a good choice. So that's all. That's what I want to do in this presentation is show you alternative ways of learning, enhancing or improving your language skills. I decided to choose these three apps that I consider powerful, effective, but it's true that there are thousands of them that I don't have time to dig into it, but I hope that you keep searching on it. Just remember that Google is your best friend in that class, and that's all. I hope you like it and consider it useful, so thank you.